tonight. Tonight is the night of the concert, and Lucille has put on her best shirt. It's unusually tight and more than a little sexy, but for more tonight. She's ready. She's ready to love, ready to be loved, ready to be hugged by that coworker of hers. You know, the one who always mumbles and murmurs those words as he passes by her desk, and she can't stop but think there's something about him so different than the rest, and he makes her feel those butterflies up in her chest, stealing her breath, and she wonders, is he thinking about me today? Or the one the guys in the office call Sexy Susan instead? Me. He's thinking about me every night, Lucille wishes, as she eats alone in her apartment, and the same way washes the dishes, and she can't stop thinking about him all the time lately. She cries tears of joy and envy that fall down her cheek, into her popcorn, salting it up as she watches Pushing Daisies. She imagines that he's the pie maker and she's the female lead Chuck, and she'd just die if he kissed her, well, with any luck. And one day, it finally happened. She was sitting there, two-finger keyboard tapping, her head nodding along to the beat played on her mini stereo, and he stopped by and asked, hey, what's that on the radio? Well, on the radio, she replied, with her smile wide and a twinkle in her big brown puppy eyes, and it's by my favorite artist, my favorite singer, Regina Spektor. He took it in and nodded and said, yeah, that's cool. And she was filled with happiness you couldn't measure, and what was better? She immediately blurted out, next month she's having a show, do you want to go? And she'd never guess, he immediately said, yes. I'd be happy to go. And now, it's the bestest day of her whole fucking life. Stepping into that venue, she feels so happy to be alive. Tonight, she wishes it would never end. Instead, it begins. Regina takes the stage, positions her microphone stand. A few minutes later, he's like, wow, that Jewish girl is crazy. She can play all of that music by herself without a band, and she smiles wide in the dark, and for the first time, holds his hand. There you go. That's right. I'm corny. I love romance. My heart pitter-patters with such things. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's what happened. So we had a fight. She dumped me. She was a huge fan of Regina Spektor. So there was a Regina Spektor fan going on, there was a Regina Spektor concert going on, and she told me she was going. So I was like, dude, we're gonna reconnect, like we're gonna bond over Regina Spektor, we're gonna have an awesome moment at this concert, we're gonna fall back in love, it's gonna be wonderful. And I go there and I text her and call her, and she doesn't answer any of the messages, and instead I end up lonely and I cry on the way home and drink a 40 in my car. So while I was in there, I saw this really super cute couple, and they looked totally sweet, and I thought, well, this really sucks that I'm alone, but they look like they're having a great time. So let me imagine what their story is at this concert. So that goes out to you. For those of you who have sad endings, you can always imagine better ones.